I'm glad you're here for this one, how to get emotional support from your man, because I get this question all the time. And actually, sometimes it comes not in the form just of a question, how do I get it, but the complaint, I'm not getting emotional support from my guy. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And who am I to talk about this topic? I'm Coach Paula Grooms, a dating and relationship coach, licensed social worker, and author of the book, Why Won't He Commit? How a Man Decides to Make You the One. So let's get to it. I want you to buckle up for this one because it's really, really important for you to hear this, not only for the longevity of your relationship, but for your personal well-being. Finding real meaning in your relationship and a great relationship, and really making it go the distance if that is what you want, and especially getting commitment from your man, because your man has to know that you are okay with this. And here's what I mean. We have been sold a bill of goods pretty much in our modern society, that men are everything. They are all. They can be brawny and strong, and they can also be super soft, and they can be a soft place for us to fall with our emotional needs. And here's the real deal, that if you expect that of your man, you are really expecting a bit too much. And before you go and before you say, oh, this is just a load of crap, I have to turn this off, I can't take this, this is old-fashioned, this is taking us back 100 years. No. When we get our expectations in line with what men do well, bring to the table, all that they are, and every man is on a scale of being maybe highly emotional to not at all. But I'm speaking in the median range, gross generalization, so to speak, meaning not on either side of the scale. When you do this and you get this right in your relationship, you're going to have a divine right relationship. And that's what I want for you and for every woman. You see, the beauty of men, they don't expect us to step out of our lane. They don't. They don't want us to be fixing the car. They don't want us to understand the things that maybe come naturally to them and don't come as naturally to us. Now, does it mean that we can't understand anything about a car and mechanics? Sure we can. Do we want to? Do we naturally do it? Is it who we are inside of us? Typically not so much. And it is the same thing with men when it comes to talking to a great degree about emotional stuff and attending to your emotional needs in the way you need them attended to. It's not that they're not. He may actually be, in his way, what he thinks you need, which is for him to be the strong silent type, or for him to tell you how to fix it, problem solve. You may not want that. You may want to come home from work and kvetch about a certain worker and go on, and you need to vent, and it feels good. And when he wants to talk about it, that feels good to you. Well, he's going to be satiated and filled in a very short amount of time. And you may find it cold. He doesn't feel interested. That's what you're getting. He's not interested. He doesn't care. It's not that. And when you understand how he functions and what he wants most of all, for you to be happy. If he's in this relationship with you and he's committed, he wants you to be happy. And when you're coming to him with emotional needs, he feels inadequate. He feels unable to handle, he doesn't get it, and he doesn't get what you need, and it makes him feel almost, he doesn't have any strength in this area. He feels weak and he feels incapable, and then that feeds on itself. It's just not good. You need to do two things. That is, know who you can go to for your emotional needs to be met. And typically, that's going to be a female in your life to really get filled in the way that you need it. Now, The opposite is not true. Of course, you're going to be there for him with his emotional needs in a huge way. That's who you are, to a greater extent. Just like when things go awry with something like you break down with the car, or you need something fixed, he's going to step in there, get it done, typically, again. When you get your expectations right, vis-a-vis your own emotional needs and him, you will do your relationship such a great service. You will then really more admire him, love him, honor him for who he is as a man, rather than keep expecting him to do something he's not as equipped to do as you are. And that's just foundational. Foundational differences between men and women. And again, if you have somebody in your life that is very attentive to your emotional needs, okay, great. Just be a little bit aware. Am I really relying too much here? He wants to do it, but are you draining him? You see, we get typically from emotional conversations, we get filled. Men get depleted. Just like if we're talking about something that takes a lot of our brain power, doesn't come as naturally to us, we tend to get depleted more rapidly and not as filled. I hope you take away today the real meaning of this, which is to honor what your man brings to the table. Be there for him with the strengths and all the wonderful qualities that you have. Let him come to the table with all the strengths and wonderful qualities he has. Don't mix them up as much. Don't blend them or blur them as much. And you will have the wonderful relationship you desire and deserve. Hope this is helpful. I trust that it was. Put your comments below. Hit that alert bell so that you get all the videos, and subscribe if you haven't. And hitting the alert bell helps to have other people who are not seeing these videos perhaps get to see them. And so that helps spread the love, and that's what we're all about. Until next time. I trust you got a lot of good information from today's video, and I enjoy bringing you content that is valuable for success in your romantic life. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the alert bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you want more on any of the content you see here, you can go to my book, Why Won't He Commit? How a Man Decides to Make You the One. You can order it at any fine retailer where you get your books. And if you want more on me or any of my programs, my podcast, go to CoachPaulagrooms.com, and we could be talking soon.